Welcome to Chair Tai Chi being offered here on the online studio for Veterans Yoga Project. It's a 45-minute class. We start out our class as we do when we do Chair Tai Chi with a greeting. We take that right fist, so you got to figure out which one's your right fist, and then that's the sun, and then the flat palm on top, that's the moon, and then we bow down to one another to start our Chair Tai Chi. I've got my name tag on. It says Veterans Yoga Project. I'm going to go ahead and kind of toss it to the side because it'll get in the way here in just a moment. So I invite you to become grounded. So what I mean by that is we're going to get out of our brains and into our bodies by pressing into the floor. You may notice once you press into the floor, your contraction of the quadriceps, maybe some sensation in the knees, the calves, the bottoms of the feet. And I just invite you to kind of wiggle those toes, lift those heels, a little kind of calf pump going on here. Again, notice your feet pressing firmly into the floor, and then go ahead and press a little bit more. Then let's start with our breath. We're going to be placing our hands low on the belly. It's called the dantien. That's one of our energy centers. And I invite you to breathe in and let the belly expand. And as you exhale, contract the belly button towards your spine. Relax those shoulders down. Again, breathe in, belly out, low in the belly. The chest also expands, by the way. And then exhale, belly button towards your spine. Again, inhale, belly out. Feel your feet into the floor. Exhale, belly button towards your spine. It's if your head is like in alignment with the tops of the shoulders, as if someone were pulling a string, nice and tall posture. Again, whatever feels comfortable in your body. Once again, join me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's listen to that breath, the dantien breath. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, from here, let's just place the hands either, resting palms down, palms up on your legs, and let's do that atlas point rotation. So with your nose, draw a circle. You may notice some little crinkly stuff happening in the back of the neck. Just notice what you notice. Now, if this makes you dizzy because you're taking your eyes and, following it with that circle, have your eyes look forward instead. Again, getting a little range of motion here, back of the neck, inserting into the top of the head or bottom of the head, and then reverse that, go the other way. Notice if you feel a little bit more crinkly stuff or less when you've taken this in the other direction. I can feel some stuff here on that left side, right side. It's kind of tough teaching if you don't know your right from your left, so I'm kind of challenged. I have to really think about that. All right, and then bring it back to the center. Next is swimming dragon. We're sitting away from the back of the chair, so, again, do the best you can. We're going to do palms together. Now, sometimes I like to hook my thumbs or just have the sides of the thumbs together, whatever is best. Parallel arms to the floor, or maybe the elbows drop, but I like the parallel arms as best as I can, pressing firmly into those hands. So we breathe in, belly big, and as we exhale, contract the belly, push the hands one direction, turn the head the other direction. Again, keep it between the easy and ouch. Breathe in, bring it back to the center. Let's exhale, push it the other direction. You're going to notice which side turns a little bit more than the other. Inhale back to the center, swimming dragon. As for range of motion, it's for lessening neck pain. Exhale other way. Inhale back to the center. Exhale other direction. And then inhale back to the center. Very good. Next is spread the feathers. So it's to open up the carotid on the side of the neck and the shoulder. So I'm going to take the hand out to the side, and then I take my thumb and turn it to the back of the room. So you get a little activation of the shoulder going on there. And then take your opposite ear, drop it towards your shoulder, and then lift your chin. Now, with the lifted chin, let's take the chin back down to the chest and turn it towards the arm that's out, and then back down to the chest and back towards that opposite ear, and release. Very good. Let's do the other side. So again, spread the feathers, spread out those hands, turn that thumb to the top of the room, maybe lower the arm a little bit if it feels a little bit more comfortable, And again, take that opposite ear towards your shoulder and then lift the chin. Then from here, take the chin towards the chest and then towards the arm that's extended and then back towards the chest and towards the opposite ear and release. So spread the feathers is, again, to open up the carotid, to improve blood flow to the brain. Let's do it one more time each side. So spread the feathers, turn that thumb to the top back of the rim, drop the ear towards the opposite shoulder, lift the chin, and then I invite you to drop it towards your shoulder and towards the arm extended, back towards your chest and towards that opposite shoulder, and release back to the center. Let's do the other side. Spread those fingers, spread the feathers, turn that thumb to the back of the room, drop the opposite ear towards the shoulder, very good, and lift the chin. Excellent. Bring it down to your chest, the chin towards the chest, and then chin towards that extended arm, and then back down towards the chest and towards that opposite shoulder, and release. Next, let's spin the hands. Let's spin one hand first. Just kind of notice how that's going, yeah? And then spin the other hand. My left hand doesn't do as well as the right hand. I don't know why. And then add them together if you can. Now we're not doing the fingers. We're doing the whole wrist. And again, my left one doesn't do as well as the right one. That's just what it is, yeah? Yeah, so this loosens your wrist, gives you, it's good for carpal tunnel, yeah? Now let's pause and go in the other direction. Again, that left hand doesn't do as well as that right hand. That's okay. I get a little air going on when I do the opposite direction. I kind of like that. Beautiful. All right, from here, hands down beside the body. Let's just kind of do some shoulder rolls here. Let's alternate them. Just kind of, ooh, I noticed a little snap, crackle, popping going on in my back when I do that. And then reverse, go the other way. And then let's hug the shoulders towards our ears. This is to prevent the hump in the neck, to strengthen the upper back musculature, and release. Ooh, that feels best when you release it, yeah? Let's do it again 2 more times. Shrug it up towards your ears, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the upper back musculature, and release. It looks kind of funny like you're wearing your shoulders as earrings. Let's do that one more time. Up towards your lower part of your ears, and release. Very good. Next, we're going to take our arms kind of out in front and out to the side. It's called Wild Goose Flutter. So bringing energy into the fingers, into the wrists, into the arms. Now, if you can, out to the side, might be a little challenge, might be a little bit less range of motion. And then one hand in front, one hand out into the side. Maybe turn your head when you do that. My shoulders are getting tired. And let's go back to in the front. Now let's go out to the side and do kind of up and down with those wrists. Now turn the palms up and flutter the wrists. Again, great for that carpal tunnel. And release. Now we're going to do stir arms. I'm going to kind of shift over to one side of my chair. You need to place your hand on your hip, and some people like to hold here at the shoulder. And you use the entire arm to do this stir arm. So it's not the wrist, okay? Do the entire arm. I can feel my shoulder kind of doing this snap, crackle, pop. Sometimes I'll go a little bit slower. And kind of leaning out over on this side too a little bit. A little crunchiness happening on this side of the spine. And let's reverse that. Go the other way. Stir arm. So that, again, help you with your range of motion, lessen bursitis in the shoulder, that kind of joint there going on there. And make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. You might feel some sensation going on in that hand. That's okay. Let's shift over to the other side. And again, I'm letting that arm drop, letting gravity drag that hand towards the floor. And again, hand can be resting on the shoulder or on the thigh. And start drawing those shapes. Maybe it's a circle, maybe it's an oval, maybe it's an amoeba. You know, I say this stuff. I think I'm funny, but I know I'm not. That's okay. If I can get y'all laughing, whether it's a fake laugh or a real laugh, it's good stuff for the brain, right? And then let's reverse. Go the other way. Kind of takes a couple of times to get into that groove there. Again, if you want to place it on the shoulder to notice how it feels different, or listen, feel the movement going on in that shoulder joint. This is one way to do that. And then make that smaller, smaller, and smaller. Very good. I'm going back to the center of my chair. We're going to do Kuan paints the rainbow. It's a range of motion and isolation of that shoulder joint. Again, do what you can with what you've got today. So we're going to take a hand down beside our body and then turn the thumb to the back of the room and the pinky towards me. And then let's inhale, arm up. And then exhale, arm back behind you. Woo. And then inhale, gather both arms up, flip the hand, and then drop the other hand down. Okay, so we're doing the other side. Turn the thumb away, pinky towards me. Let's breathe in, circle sweep arm up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather it up. Exhale, flip it, and bring it back on down. That other hand goes down, thumb away, pinky towards me. Breathe in, circle it up. Exhale, bring it back behind you. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring that arm down. Turn that pinky towards me, thumb away. Here we go. Breathe in. Last time. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather. And exhale. Now we're going to inhale, circle, sweep arms up, and then hands as if they were on top of a ball, bringing down the energy, bringing down the ki, the chi. And the next one's called o'clock. It's another range of motion business going on with the shoulder. It's a little different than Kuan Yin paints the rainbow. So basically, the hand is down beside your body. And then it's just simply inhale, arm up. Now turn the palm away. Exhale, back behind you. And we're going to do this several times the same side. Breathe in, circle it up. Palm away, exhale, back behind you. Notice if this is easier to do than the other one. Inhaling, up, 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 up. Turn the palm away, exhale, back behind you. One more time. Inhaling up, exhale, back behind you. Very good. Now let's do the other side. So drop the hand down beside your body and then just simply inhaling, arm up, exhale, back behind you. Ooh. And again, inhaling up. I was noticing my shoulder there. Turn the palm away, exhale, back behind you. And again, nice and smooth. Inhaling, circle it up. Exhale, back behind you. All right, and then hands come up, circle up, bring down the chi. Again, very nice. Next four is called increasing your mobility. We'll be doing eagle claw. So eagle claw, we have a fist and we spread the fingers out. We'll do that like 5 times, but there's a sequence in doing this, okay? So basically, let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up, bring down the fists down to the lap. And then from here, inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, fist to sky. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up the palm. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to the chest. Squeeze that shoulder. Exhale, hand out to the side and open and close the fists 5 times. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your lap. Other side. Inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, fist to sky. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Squeeze that shoulder a little bit. Good. Bring the hand out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your lap. Inhale, fist to chest. Other one. Exhale to the sky. Inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Both throw it 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your lap. Inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, sky high. Last time. Inhale, fist to chest. Open up that hand. Exhale, push it forward. Spread out those fingers. Very good. Inhale, fist back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your lap. And let's finish that. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. But this time, heart sequence. We're going to do like a little heart here with our hands and bring it down the center. Then we bring our palms to look at us. We're going to have the thumbs go into our palms. Fingers grab the thumbs. And then inhale, elbows back, chest forward. And then exhale, release the hands out to the side. Good. Inhale, finishing breath. But is it? We're going to do back of the hands comes down the center. And then grab the thumbs, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, hands out to the side. This helps to stabilize your blood pressure. Bring your arms up, breathe in, and then exhale, bring it down the center. So we're stimulating the heart meridian. Thumb, grab the thumb. Here we go. Inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And this time, bring down the chi. Very good. Very nice. We're going to take a leg out to the side a bit. We're resting on the back of the heel, toes towards the sky. And you should be feeling this in your calf, maybe around the knee, maybe the quadricep, maybe the hip. And from here, let's point the toes away. And then let's do the pump. So we're going to do heel flex, point toes. So this is considered to be your second heart. When you're pumping your calf, returning blood flow back to your brain, back to your heart, yeah? And this is also the blood glucose lowering technique after a big meal. If you can't get out and walk, do some calf pumps. Maybe you're sitting underneath the table and you're going to do some calf pumps kind of discreetly, right? Why not? A couple more, plus this is a good ankle isolation. And then bring it in. Very good. Now, bring the other one out, sling, fling, get it out there, wiggle it out there. I like to wiggle it a little bit. And then flex that heel, toes towards you. Now, if you're feeling kind of spicy stuff going on in the back of the knee, bend the knee a little bit, but still you're flexing that heel, toes towards you, toes towards the sky. Woo, this one feels a little tight today, a little bit tighter than the other one. I'm just kind of noticing that. See what you notice too, okay? Notice what you notice, or maybe don't notice. And then point the toes away. My foot just popped when I did that. I've got noisy feet, folks, okay? And let's do that pump. So here we go. I'm kind of like making a little impression here in my carpet in the room. I had on short socks last time, and my socks were coming off my feet when we were doing this. So I got little ankle socks this time. It's just to show different color contrasts with the carpet and all that when we do the video, yeah? Couple more. That's good. We're going to do the knee strengthener next, but we're going to do a little heat work first. A couple more, 1, 2, 3 more, and release. Bring it back to the center. So a little heat work. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to clap our hands, and ooh, that was a strong clap. Kind of really push into those palms, creating some heat. However you can do this, like you're building a campfire, right? You got a stick here, you're making some heat, move it into the fingers. And again, we're doing some knee strengtheners next, so let's bring that heat. Knee circles, hand circles, knee circles. No, it's hand circles on the knees. I get my body places mixed up. That's okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then reverse it, go the other way. And again, if it's kind of spicy in the knees, do a lot less pressure, okay? Now maybe you can do the acupressure stimulation. So you're on your pads of your fingers, kind of take it around your kneecaps. That kind of tickles a little bit, just a skosh, yeah? And, go the other way. Also, some tapping areas to lessen knee pain is to take the palm of the hands, gently tap on the outsides of the knees. Now, we're not whapping, we're tapping, okay? Makes a nice little noise. And we have a lot of lymph nodes hanging out back behind the knee, so I'm going to step my feet forward a little bit. We're going to take the fingers, kind of stroke the back of the knees. You've got Baker's cyst, maybe it's kind of spicy back here, so be kind, be sweet to your body, or you can take kind of the web of your thumb finger and tap into the back of the knees. Again, you have swelling in the feet, edema. Often your roadblock for that is the back of the knee, so, tap, rub the back of the knees to help lessen swelling. Now I'm kind of hinged forward here doing this, but I'm keeping my belly button tight, so I'm using my core here. Very good. And let's sit back in our chair because we're going to lift the leg up. So we're going to lift the leg up, flex that heel. You might be feeling some spice, but we're going to release and then point the toe. So this strengthens the knee. And again, let's flex that heel, and then lower and point that toe. It strengthens the knee and the surrounding tissues. One more time. Flex that heel, toes towards me, towards you, and lower, and then point it away. Very good. Now let's do the other side. So lift the other one. If you need to lift your leg up to make it more comfortable, do so. And then release it down, and then point the toe. Very good. Let's do that again 3 more times. Here we go. Flex that foot. If you're stomping in the door or stomping on the brake, and then point the toe. Let's do 2 more. Here we go. Flex that foot. Take breaks when you need to, folks. Just remember that, okay? Point that toe. 1 more time. Here we go. Flex that foot. Hold it just for a second. Woo, that was enough. And then point that toe. Very nice. Okay. Come away from the back of the chair. Let's do some spinal cord breathing. We basically have kind of cupped palms here. And from here, we're going to inhale, elbows up, chest forward, and then exhale, curve the spine, belly button tight. So this is seated cat-cow and chair yoga. And again, inhale, elbows up, exhale, curve that spine, belly button tight. Let's do that again. Inhale, elbows up, 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 up. And exhale. Now let's turn it to the side. Get a little bit more into the lungs. Inhale out to the side. Exhale back to the center. Take your time. Inhale over to the other side. Woo. Exhale back. 1 more time. Each side. Breathe in. Exhaling. If this is too spicy, keep it to the center, okay? Inhale, other side. And exhale. Come sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Bring down the chi. Very nice. So we did that blood pressure technique to help balance the blood pressure. That was the one where we did the back of the hands. Next, let's do swallow flies to the nest. So this is good for brain work and for memorization. So what we're going to do is we have a hand here, palm up. We're going to bring it out to the side and bring it across. So, ooh, maybe your back popped, right? So we're breathing in here, and then take it out to the side, exhale. Inhale, up and over, and then back of the hand lands in front of you, exhale. And bring it back to the center. Now we're switching sides. Inhaling, reach over. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, up and over, and exhale. Maybe your feet go a little bit wider, okay? And then bring it back to the center. Take the other one across. Breathe in. Breathe out, way out to the side. Breathe in, up and over, and exhaling. Other side, breathe in. Breathe out, out to the side. Breathe in, up and over. Very good. And exhale. Here we go. Swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Again, switch sides. Swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. 1 more time. Breathe in, bring it across. Breathe out, way out to the side. Breathe in, up and over, and exhale. Other side, last time. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out. Breathe in, up and over, and exhale. Bring it back to the center. Let's do that finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep, arms up, and then exhale. Bring down the chi. Very good. From here, let's do Parry. So we basically draw a circle and then another one. You kind of know it as wax on, wax off. If you don't know what wax on, wax off is, we'll have a sidebar conversation sometime. But I also call it wipe my table. Get that end dust on the rag and wipe my table. You're shifting weight from one bun to the other. And this is a little bit of brain work too, using both hemispheres of the brain. I love it. It's called Parry. All right, now we're going to go the other way. So wipe it out. So I notice when I wipe out, I do bigger circles. Do you notice that too? I don't know, something about wiping out. I'm like, wah. It's just kind of fun. Now we're going to take our wiping out circles and just wipe the windows, okay? Or wipe that car, right? And then we're going to switch it up. We're going to bring it in. I always got to do these a couple of times to go, okay, am I doing it? Yeah, okay, I'm doing it. Now, if you want to be a little bit more vigorous, if, you could do elbows instead. Getting into those lungs, it's called elbow digs, elbow strikes. This is for your brain. This is for your core. I love it. 2 more. All right, now bring it in. Bring it down on top of the knees. We're wiping in. Or if you need to wipe out, you're wiping out. And then make it smaller, smaller, smaller. Woo. Notice if you feel any energy, any sensation in the hands, yeah? So next, bring the feet in a little bit. Let's sumo stomp out. You can use your hand underneath your leg to make that happen. It's a little vibrational energy, little bone building here. You can be nice and soft or with a little bounce here, a little stomp. So this is the functional move of getting in and out of the car. If you have spicy back pain, man, you're going to notice it when you get in and out of the car, because this is basically that type of movement. That typically means you're stronger one side versus the other in some place in your body. Again, this is for your bone density. I love it. Next is our foot patterns. 1 more, and bring it together. Okay, so for our foot patterns, we're going to, you can hang onto your chair or hands on your lap, but we'll bring a leg forward, out to the side, forward to the chair. Again, it's a bit of brain work going on here. Forward, range of motion, out to the side, ooh, snap, crackle, pop, forward to the chair. We're going to add 1 to this. Forward, out to the side, bring it in towards your chair, and then out, forward to the chair. Let's do the other side. Forward, swing it out, bring it to your chair, out, front to the chair. Now we're going to do this 3 times. Here we go. Forward, swing it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to your chair. Other side. Forward, swing it out, bring it in. 3, 2, 1. Way out, bring it forward into the chair. All right, so clap the hands, rub those hands. Let's do a little bit of heat on the hips, and then bring it down the sides of the legs, the inseam or the outside of your pants, and then on the inseam, the inside, underneath the other one, on the knees once again. Very good. And then from here, bring your feet in. Let's just kind of shake those legs and stomp those feet. Shake them again, stomp them. You get leg cramps, you need to shake, stomp your feet every day to help lessen the leg cramps. Now be nice and still, readjust your posture. Let's do the jitterbug. So it's ankle isolation, helps you have better walking ability. So basically, ankles, feet together, and you're just going out to the side with those feet. Feels kind of weird. And then maybe you can twist the opposite direction, because it kind of naturally happens. And then you're kind of warming up your chair too with your behind. That's what I notice. Notice what you notice, right? So it's this ankle mobility, and again, brain work. Plus a little torso business going on here too. 1 more. And bring it back to the center. Whew. All right, now we're going to do toes together, heels out. So it's kind of like a little penguin kind of thing, right? Or the opposite of penguin. And then we're going to work those feet out. So walk them out. I notice my left ankle is not as limber as my right ankle. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop. Oh, my shins are getting tired. I wonder why. We're working those ankles, yeah? And everything that's kind of related to that. All the way out, all the way in. Very good. Let's do 1 more. Here we go. Oof. And bring it in. Very good. Clap those hands. Rub those hands. From here, place a hand on your leg and just kind of tap, tap, tap the outside of the arm, and then bring it down the front. Again, outside of the arm, little bone density stuff going on here too. Bring it down. 1 more time. Here we go. Clap the hands again. Rub some warmth into the hands, into the fingers. Increase circulation when you do this. It's a good thing. Nice stroke preventative measure. And then hand on the leg or in the air, and start on the other side. I like the shoulders a lot, but I tend to stay there too much. Again, hope you're enjoying this Chair Tai Chi. Be sure to write a little review on wellness living. We're trying to see, do we want to keep this? Do we want to continue this? So we're trying to see, is it what y'all want, yeah? And then clap those hands. Woo, and rub. Very nice. From here, I'm going to come up a little bit more towards the camera. We're going to do some more things, but I want to make sure you can see this, okay? You may not be able to see my head, but you'll be able to see. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Okay, good. So, let's go back just a little bit more. Very good. So we're going to be doing some exercises for the hands. I don't know if we did this last time, but place a hand on your leg and take the pointer of your one finger and place it underneath the first knuckle of the finger. This is good for trigger finger, osteoarthritis. Again, don't go to the ouch area. Just kind of, we're getting that nice stretch in the base of the finger. And release it down underneath their middle finger. Ooh. And if you have trigger fingers, you have stuff going on with your hands, you appreciate, doing a little bit of this for your body. And let's do the next one, the ring one. Notice the other fingers want to come up also. Try to have them, only the finger that you're working with, to be up and working, which is tough sometimes, yeah. And then do the pinky one. Remember, go underneath the knuckle, the first knuckle near the fingernail bed. And release. Let's do the thumb. Ooh, that feels tight. Maybe that's my space bar when I'm typing, right? Because I use both thumbs for the space bar. And release. Let's do the other one. So place the other hand on the leg, and again, go with the pad of your finger underneath that first knuckle joint that's, closest to the fingernail. And just kind of notice what you notice here. Does it feel different one side versus the other? And release that. Let's do the other one. Ooh, that one's tight. Oh my goodness. Or it feels stiff. I guess it's not tight. It feels stiff. Yeah. It doesn't go up as high as the other one did. This is my right hand. Let's do the next one. Here we go. Then notice if you feel something in one particular finger or maybe more than one finger. And let's do the pinky one. Here we go. Again, on that first knuckle nearest the fingernail bed. Excellent. And release. Let's do the knuckle there on the thumb. This one has more range of motion than in my other hand, so that's what I'm noticing in my body. Yeah? And release. Very good. So next, let's find the top of that collarbone there, and then we're going to go down, I don't know, about 4 fingers, 2 inches down or so, and we're going to thump our thymus. So it's to increase our T cell production. When we become vintage, and I'm going to say that's anything over 30, we tend to have less T cell production, which helps us have better immunity. So we're actually stimulating that gland that's kind of underneath this area right here. So tap, tap, tap. An option, which is kind of fun, I think, if you want to add a little voice to it, you would just, do a monotone, kind of like Tarzan, okay? So let's do a Tarzan thing. Let's just speak it out. That's about how, vigorous that you tap to where you can kind of hear that vibration, yeah? Very good. Clap the hands. That was kind of vigorous on those fingers. Just get a little warmth, a little circulation into that. We're doing the big 6, the lymphatic drainage. So we're going to find our collarbone and then take fingers above and below the collarbone and stroke in that area. Again, when you go to the doctor, if you're sick, they check your neck, your lymph glands to see if you're swollen. So we're trying to drain the toxins out of the lymphs by, going into those areas where we have a lot of those lymphs. All right, very good. Let's do the other side. Move my hair out of the way. And if you don't like to stroke, you can also tap in that area. I kind of do both. Sometimes I'll do a stroke and then I'll go, okay, I'm going to tap now. Yeah. So the number 2 place is you take fingers in front and in back of the side of the neck. Make sure the fingers here at the jawline, because we've got lymphs hanging on the jawline, and stroke down the sides of the neck. Move hair out of the way if necessary. Oof. Now we're not digging, okay? We're just softly using the palms, the press points of the tops of the fingers. the pads of the fingers. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about today. Very good. Now let's, of course, for women, you know, we get breast cancer, all sorts of things. What do? They check the lymph nodes in the armpits. So we're going to squeeze where the arm inserts into the armpit. So that's an area for lots of lymphs. And then you can either take a fist or a hand and slap or fist or dig into the armpit. Now with that thumb that's in front, that also gives a nice stimulation of the lymph nodes that hang out in the pectoral muscle. So do which feels best, okay? Make a little noise if you want to. Very good. Other side, again, we're going to squeeze the upper arm that inserts into the armpit. Okay, and then maybe you use that fist, maybe you do the open hand, maybe you kind of stroke in the armpit and make sure you get some kind of stimulation going on in that pectoral muscle. Very good. Nice. Next is the waistline. So the navel center, navel slapping. So you can do open hands or fists. I like to do a combination of both. Lots of toxins, lots of lymphs in this area also. Dr. Parry Nicholson came up with this big six. And minimally do big six every day. I'm going to do pounding also. It's not as noisy. And then sumo stomp out, and where the leg inserts into the torso, that's that inguinal crease. It's called slapping the qua. Use the size of your hands and slap into that area. So for men with prostate cancer, this is the area they check to see, is the cancer gone into these lymph nodes. Again, let's not allow those to get stagnant. Let's get the waste out, okay? And we already did my favorite one, which is the back of the knees, but let's do it again. So again, you can stroke the back of the knees, or at this point in time, I like to kind of, like we did the inguinal crease, I like to chop the back of the knees. But I also like to kind of go there at the back of where the hamstring inserts into the back of the knee, and then I like to do the top of the calf also. Okay, very good. Excellent. Come on back a little bit. Sit back in your chair. Let's continue with the hand tapping sequence. So the first one is the pinky sides. So this is for lessening headaches and vertigo. So you're not whapping, okay? You're gently tapping. Makes a nice little sound. Again, this is for lessening headaches, lessening vertigo. And let's do the interwebs of the thumb. So this is for digestion disorders, for nausea. I know my mom would come in here and like pinch in that area whenever I had a stomach ache. And I was like, Mom, stop that. Well, now I know why. Okay. These are acupressure places in our bodies that have been known to help out with stuff. Now notice which thumb is on top. Switch it. Ooh. It always feels weird when you switch it, because it's like, oh, that didn't feel right in my brain. Because, you know, you do have a dominant side, most likely. Makes a nice little sound. Next is the interweb of the fingers. So that's for pain or numbness in the limbs. So you go into those little valleys with the fingers. Be mindful if you have rings, they're going to make noise. If you have bracelets on, they're going to make noise too. Now this is where I get weirded out, is on this next part. Then you stop and you notice which finger's on top, and then you switch it. Again, I'm just like, that feels strange to me, because it's not my normal way of interlacing my fingers. Okay, so next is the pulse points at the wrist. That's for heart or cardiovascular issues. So you can do together like this, but what I like to do is up and down, because I have a pacemaker, so it feels squishy when I do palms together the other way. Again, you're tapping at those pulse points. Again, you're stimulating that heart meridian. Now let's flip it, switch it, and do the other side. So what we've done today also helps lessen back pain. I don't know if you all noticed that from last time. Did your back feel better after class? I'm hoping that it did. Join me next week for back yoga. You can either sit in the chair or be down on the yoga mat, or use the chair when you're standing, either way. So we're going to cup the hand, kind of like we did in the spinal cord breathing, and softly with that cupped hand, tap the back of the hand. That's for osteoarthritis or back pain. So here we go. Makes a nice little sound. Also helps your veins to pop up if you need to have a blood draw. I don't know why I mentioned that, but I got my veins popping up. Let's do the other side. Cup the hand. Here we go. Again, if you got rings, be mindful that, maybe you kind of arch that finger that has the ring so it doesn't like hit vigorously on the top of the hand. Yeah. Well, that makes a nice little sound. Back of the wrist. That's for neck and shoulder pain. So again, with a cuppy hand, back of the wrists. A little bone business going on here too. I love it. Do the other one. Now I've got my watch here, so I'm not going to be as noisy. Again, that's for neck and shoulder pain. This next one is for lessening stress, anxiety, improves clarity and consciousness. So we're going to make a fist. And here we go. That's that little stress reliever right there. This one's noisy. Let's do the other side. Again, if you got rings, it's going to feel kind of, be cautious, okay? This one is not as strong as my other one. That's okay. It is what it is. Woo. All right. Woo. Now clap those hands. Again, kind of grind into the hands, into the fingers. Let's do one more. Top of the head for increasing blood flow to the brain, memory boosts. Tap, tap, tap. Some people do knuckles. Just depends how much you want to do, how strong you want to tap. This also helps with headaches and back pain when you go down the part. Very good. Sit back into your chair. Again, once again, feel your feet into the floor. Gently press them into the floor. Place your hands low on the belly, on the dantien. Relax those shoulders down. If you want to, you can gaze down at the floor or gaze forward. But let's breathe in, belly big. And exhale. Again, breathing in. And exhale. Let's think about one thing that we're grateful for, or at least an idea of gratitude. We're going to shift the hands to our heart center. You can stack the hands or hands together. I like hands stacked. That way I can really kind of feel my heart beat, And if you would, just drop your chin towards your hands. That's in gratitude of you just showing up today, taking care of yourself, doing some self-care. Breathing in, breathing out. And then whatever you were grateful for or that idea of gratitude, bring whatever that is into your heart space. Good. And then you can gaze your eyes forward, maybe shift a little bit more forward on your chair. And we'll end our class as we began it. So we're going to take that right fist, that's the sun. Again, figure out which one's your right hand, yeah? And then left palm on top, that's the moon. And we bow down to one another in respect. Thank you so much for coming to Chair Tai Chi, for exploring this new option here on Veterans Yoga Project. Please, write a review, how you like it, how you don't like it. Let us know.